But yes, we're getting into our ZvZ here. For those wondering what happened in the other portion of the group, it was actually on stream, which is why we didn't cast it. It was actually Time, not Oliveira, versus Elazer.
Ah. Wait, Elazer beat Time? Smooch. As we do see starting up in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is our red Zerg coming into the winners match off a very strong 2-0 over Ryung. This is Alpha X's RagnaroK.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out, we have his opponent, the Polish Zerg player himself, representing Team Liquid. He just took down Time. It is Elazer. And as a reminder to everyone, this is a Time before Oliveira.
Oh.
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 He's still practicing his jiu-jitsu moves, you know? He's still not quite getting like the 69 headlock like correct, but he's
What?
he's getting there. He's getting there.
He's just practicing on his friends and family, trying to get used to all the different moves.
You know, he's not quite taking off correctly with the armbar helicopter move, you know?
Yeah.
He's just like banging his head on the ceiling. It's yeah.
Like a pigeon. You ever seen a pigeon do that? When it gets stuck inside and it just kind of like flies into the roof over and over?
I don't think that's exclusive to pigeons, but
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
You do that as well?
Yeah, when I practice my jiu-jitsu, puppy.
Yeah. Bobby, that's not jiu-jitsu. Oh, that's something else altogether.
Oh my god. But as we get into something else altogether, we're getting into the ZvZ. Unfortunately, we have hatch gas pools all around, so standard open.
They're playing it wrong. They're gonna die. They're crazy.
What are they doing? What kind of animal goes hatch first in a ZvZ, mate? Oh my god.
He thought it was Terran. What an animal.
Oh my god. So relatively passive here on Inside and Out, but you know, that passivity I'm sure is only going to last a short time here as we get into this matchup.
Yeah, we see completely mirrored builds so far. Both players going for a third, so this is pretty much the most standard ZvZ play at the moment. Usually just leads into a bit of a Ling Bane war. Both players trying to just deny each other's thirds, slow each other down. Play some mind games leading into the next little bit of the game, but yeah, I feel like it's usually a bit of a Ling Bane war from here.
It usually is, and that's exactly what RagnaroK is preparing for. We have the Baneling Nest already being thrown down. We see our third hatcheries on the way. Elazer, his own Baneling Nest is a little bit later. He was actually banking up quite a bit of gas there before he threw it down, so he may be punished for it. There's going to be a window here where RagnaroK will have access to Banelings and Elazer will not, and we'll keep an eye out here for who is going to Ling Flood who, as Elazer does have those 8 Lings on the way.
Hey, RagnaroK with supply blocked. Who are we watching? Elazer? Oh.
You're so mean. Oh my god. That Lazer's he's just trying to, you know, he's trying to survive. As
we do see the first player to pull the trigger here is going to be RagnaroK. He's got a lot of Lings on the way, a few more Banelings. Going to be going for a faster +1 Carapace as well. Looks like this hasn't been scouted out yet by Elazer. He did get a bit of damage on that morphing in Bane, but he was cleaned up, and he's actually going to be going into a Roach Warren behind this, so we do see the first divergence between the two players.
Yeah, here we go. So that +1 Carapace does typically lead towards a Roach Ling all-in. This has been quite popular in recent times, especially during the era of this DreamHack. Meanwhile, we do see a couple of defensive Banelings here. RagnaroK, he hasn't taken any big shots to the face, not yet.
Yeah, really nice micro from Elazer as well, just using those Lings to fend off the Lings of RagnaroK and doing such a fantastic job just defending his Banelings.
Oh my god, the Banelings, they barely survive here, but Elazer was being zoned out. We trade 1 for 1. Not the best trade here for RagnaroK. He is being forced back. He only had 1 offensive Baneling, and Elazer has been able to fend this off.
Yeah, he has, and he's got roaches on the way. 12 roaches coming right now, and RagnaroK's in a little bit of trouble here. It looks like he's just continuing to go into Ling Bane right now.
He's doing the Elazer thing. He's doing it, Poppy. He's doing it.
It's only... Wait, what?
Elazer, I remember them talking about this, I think it was during Home Story Cup, where Elazer's of the mantra that upgrades are useless in ZvZ. And he typically tries to go for timings without them, and likewise, there are no Evo chambers behind this. Elazer, he's just going all in with just Lairs and Ling Bane.
It's like you, Poppy.
He's like me, but
It's
intentional.
one of you.
Here we go, the roaches and lings are flooding across the map. He will have an upgrade disadvantage soon, but it looks like the third base is going to be broken here. RagnaroK caught droning.
Yeah, Elazer just charges on in with all these roaches. The roaches for RagnaroK still a long way away. Has a few dribbling in here and there, has a few lings as well, but looks like he's not able to fight with all of his forces all at once, and that could put him in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, exactly. He's just trickling in with what little he has. He's getting completely surrounded by the lings and roaches of Elazer. It's just overwhelming at this point, and RagnaroK, he just doesn't have enough right now. He was caught just making too many workers. Even though he has that +1 carry-base upgrade, it's really just not doing him any good here.
Yeah, beautiful link control by Elazer, just trapping in all those roaches so they can't get away. GG is called, and Elazer with a clean, I want to call it a counter all-in. I guess that's just ZvZ though, isn't it?
It's just ZvZ, Pappy.
They're all in. They're just trying to survive.
They're just trying to live.
He all into me first.
It's true, but he did nothing wrong, Papi. He did nothing wrong. GG, so a very nice win here for Elazer in that first game. Again, things happened very quickly there. Essentially, both players had standard openers getting their third bases, but Elazer just ramped up that aggression, cut a couple of drones first, and just went across the map with roaches and lings. And RagnaroK, he wasn't fully aware of what was going on.
Yeah, it does feel like Elazer kind of tricked him a little bit there. It looks like RagnaroK was gearing up to go for an all-in of his own, and they had that little bit of a Ling Bane skirmish, and then Elazer just pulled the trigger at a kind of odd timing.
Yeah, very odd timing there. Very offbeat, very off meta, but very meta here to Elazer, as we're going to be getting into game number 2. With a very nice lead for our Polish Zerg player.
And here we go, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, down 1-0 in this series, but not out. This is Alpha X's Zerg in the red, RagnaroK.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Cosmic Sapphire, we have his opponent, the South Korea. Oh my god, the South Korean Zerg player. Let's go, Puppy. Going for a 13-12. We have representing. Oh, sorry. What am I saying? I'm blind. It's the Polish Zerg player representing Team Liquid. Going for the 13-12. It is Elazer.
Crazy Puppy.
He's crazy, Puppy. He's crazy. Let's go. I'm still waking up.
Like that, what? How? I don't know what to do with that information. You're an animal,
Look, I closed my eyes for a moment and then they didn't open back up, Buffy.
Oh.
Oh my god. As we are now getting into this game number 2, and yeah, now this is what I know. Okay, this is what I understand. Okay, Elazer, he has a lead in this series. He's going into arguably the largest map in the map pool, and he's going to open up with some cheese because it makes sense.
It makes sense because it doesn't make sense. That's why it makes sense.
Exactly.
And if you don't understand, then you just died to it.
I couldn't have put it better myself, Poppy. As again, it is a 13-12, which means it is Giga all in. We don't have just Ling speed, but a Baneling S behind this. We have not pulled out of gas. We are going full Ling Bane aggression. Meanwhile, the Overlords of RagnaroK have actually missed the Lings here. He hasn't been able to see this yet with either Overlord. Or was he just, I think he barely caught wind of some of those Lings.
Yeah, I think he might have just seen that. We'll see if there's a reaction. Immediate reaction. 2 spine crawlers thrown down. 1 at the front, 1 at the back. So Get your Peepo notes out, Zergs, in the chat. This looks like a very well-rehearsed response by RagnaroK.
Oh, exactly. He is more than prepared to give up the natural base. And again, Elazer has to do more than just kill the natural. He's going to try and surround these lings as they pop out from the eggs, and he will get one of those lings. Not a bad catch whatsoever, as we are having banelings morphed in now for Elazer.
Yeah, so RagnaroK here trying to do everything that he can to save those lings. Looks like a couple are going to be going down, and the first couple banelings have arrived. That was a clean little pull off by RagnaroK, but isn't able to take out these banelings, and Elazer's getting so much value taking out these these lings as they're being made.
Yeah, exactly. So a bit of a slip off there from RagnaroK to not be able to save those lings. The hatchery is going to be going down, but this is perfectly fine. But Elazer is doing something crazy, something that is typically not done here just because of the low drone count. Elazer has a hatchery on the way. It's like a macro 1312. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like Elazer realizes that this high ground is just not really breakable. RagnaroK actually being very aggressive trying to break this though, and I think that might be a mistake. He might lose one of these banelings here.
Oh my god, there we go. One baneling is going to be going down. A great trade here for Elazer, trading one ling for one baneling. He did see the spine crawler on the high ground earlier, so again, great decision making so far, as long as he doesn't take a baneling to the face. Oh god! Up!
Ooh.
Up! Up!
Yeah, RagnaroK maybe could have pulled the trigger there. That was a pretty good trade that he had available to him. Instead, going to trade baneling for baneling. A couple of lings going down as well. These queens going to help solidify his position as he brings his spine crawler to the low ground. And I think that's just about the end of what Elazer can get done here.
Yeah, exactly. He is flirting with death right now. If he does dive into the natural base, he should be content with a faster hatchery, and now he is catching up in the drones. We are kind of stabilizing at the moment. I will say that RagnaroK still has a bit of a better edge when it comes to the drone count, and oh my god, he's going straight for a lair.
Yeah, straight into the lair. Maybe recognizing as well that he's going to have to make this game a little asymmetrical if he wants to get the win, considering that he got put pretty far behind from that opening, and he is going to be bringing the spine crawlers down to the low ground, trying to just secure this, make sure that, I think it's going to be very important for him to make sure that Elazer doesn't get a scout into the main.
Exactly, like this is huge. It looks like RagnaroK wants to go to base Muta right now, which is an insane response from getting 1312, but it makes sense just because your gas is being a little bit more refined here. If you are RagnaroK, you know, you're not wasting it on link speed or on banelings. Or as I say that, he does have link speed on the way now, so now I'm kind of caught between two worlds. Not entirely sure what he wants to be going for here. We'll see if he does take his gases at his natural.
Yeah, there we go. The lair finishes up. What's it going to be? The spy goes down immediately. Gasser shouldn't be too far behind either. Maybe he just wants to hide it for the moment, though.
Yeah, he canceled his link speed. Let's go. Oh my god. But he restarts it. Okay. But he canceled it for a little bit of a faster spire. I think he was just trying to mask it, trying to hide it. He still has it on the way, though. Lings are still quite valuable here in this matchup in even Muta versus Muta. And now Elazer, he's going to be trying to catch up here. He's going for his own lair.
I think he had the gas to start the spire. Maybe he just is changing his mind.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's losing his mind.
But that's how you play ZvZ. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's doing great. He's doing it, puppy. He's doing it. As Elazer is going for his own lair, so I assumed he was going to go for his own counter spire here, which would make a lot of sense. He does have a roach horn on the way, so we'll see if he commits to roaches or if he goes for his own mutas.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting a few lings up now. He has good amount of lings, good amount of banes on the way, so might be looking to pressure a potential third, and there it is.
Yeah, here we go. We have a little bit of Ling Bane here across the map. We do see a couple of Banelings being morphed in here. They are going to be denied. RagnaroK will be able to barely hold on. And here we go. The first 6 mutas are on the way. The moment where RagnaroK was going to be punished for his tech, I feel like has come and gone. I say that. We have a lot of Lings here, and it looks like Elazer is here looking to try and deny that third. Ooh.
Yeah, third's going to be cancelled. Drone gets taken out as well, so good delay on that. The mutas are going to show themselves, maybe looking to snipe out the banelings, save that queen, which they're not able to do just yet. Things getting a little frantic, a little bit hectic over here, but the trade's going to work out for RagnaroK. Didn't eat a big bane shot there, and here we go. Those mutas going to establish some map control.
Oh mate, things are hectic, bro. As we do see the third base finishing up, and we have a Nidus on the way for Elazer. I love his adaptation. He's making use of his lair. He has plenty of queens here. He's going to be going for a massive Queen Roach push. He's looking to try and end the game before RagnaroK gets too many mutas.
Yeah, really good choice here. The mutas, they do represent a lot of momentum. They can really make the game difficult to get back into once you lose that map control, once you're getting trapped back at home. And Elazer just looking to bypass all of that, maybe catch out RagnaroK being a little bit greedy behind it as well.
Oh, exactly. And here we go. The Nidus is on the way. Roaches are moving out across map. They are going to get picked off here one after another by these mutas. So a couple of losses are going to be had. Meanwhile, RagnaroK finds the Nidus.
Yeah, I think Elazer morphed the Nidus right on top of his legs. So. Pretty crazy there coming out from Elazer. He is going to be able to get this one up, so he will be able to reinforce slightly faster. There's still more mutas being made by RagnaroK as well. Looks like he's going to try to hold this with pure muta Ling.
Yeah, this is a really awkward position for the Nidus. We can see the Queens walling off of creep. If they get caught right now, they cannot transfuse each other. Bear that in mind. So Elazer is playing with fire, but he's actually leapfrogging with Niduses.
Yeah, very nice. He's going to be trying to get these Queens up forward. I'm a little bit worried for him though. He did just bleed off a lot of units, and this muta count is starting to get high enough that he could probably just fight these Queens. And there we go. He's going to pull the trigger.
He can't transfuse, Puppy. He can't. He's off of creep. Finally, he does waddle back on, but after losing half his mutas.
Yeah, that is way too many mutas to be losing here. We do see the Roach is going to be committing in once again, but this is a bit of a theme to this game with the Elazer just bleeding off units in small groups, and I think RagnaroK might have done it here. These mutas are uncontested in the skies, and this just has not worked out at all for Elazer.
Yeah, Elazer was just a little bit too trigger happy. He had to take things a little bit slower with a little bit more methodical of a play. GG gets called, and RagnaroK ties up the series 1-1.
Yeah, GG. Really nice game coming out from RagnaroK. Just hit that perfect tech switch and was all over the defense. Elazer, maybe a little bit all over the place with how he wanted to punish it. I think if he slowed things down a little bit and consolidated his forces and made just one big push altogether, it could have been a lot more effective.
I agree. I think he was just very frantic with throwing down that Nidus, with trying to get across the map with his mutas, and in the chaos that was ensuing, you know, he just kind of exposed some of his own weaknesses. He kind of made mistakes himself, mistakes that RagnaroK was able to capitalize on. Overall, like, kind of the overarching feeling of the plan, I do really like it. I do like that he was going for that timing with Niduses and Queens. Just the execution was a little bit lacking there.
He exposed himself, puppy.
Yeah. Usually that's a good thing.
You were watching.
I was watching, Puppy. I'm not going to say anything else.
Oh, fair enough.
Aye.
You're always watching.
I'm always watching, Puppy. I'm ready to call out the supply blocks. Ah.
Don't know where I thought that was going. As here we go. Getting a bit fiery in that last game and tying things up 1-1. In the top right-hand corner of the map for AlphaX, this is RagnaroK.
Look, I'm keeping the stream PG-13, okay?
Oh. Don't release yourself. So you can't. It's still November. Go on.
True. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have his opponent, the Polish Zerg player. Ooh. Now with a tied-up series here, one game away. Oh my god! Getting 14 pooled, I believe. We have, representing Team Liquid, Elazer.
Yeah, RagnaroK says, is that how it is? Are we cheesing now? All right, we can cheese. And he goes into this at 14 pool. This has a lot of options as well. You can kind of fake the hatchery down at the natural at a normal timing with this as well, and it looks like that might be what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, here we go. The hatchery is going to be placed here at the natural, so any kind of Overlord Scout is going to be none the wiser here. So I'm really curious as to how this is going to play out for RagnaroK with what he's going to do with this spawning pool, whether or not he goes for a Warren, a Roach Warren, but here we go. 6 Lings are already on the way.
Yeah, 6 Lings immediately, and we still see no gas. It is possible that he could be going for a third hatch behind this. I'm not sure if that's something that's common in ZvZ. I know that RagnaroK does tend to go for sometimes. These hatch. No, not hatch pool. Yeah, hatch pool hatch he does go for sometimes.
Yeah, gasless openers are absolutely insane in ZvZ. Like, it is just not a thing. I've seen it like maybe once. If he does try to go for it, I hope he gets punished. But we will see as the Lings are rushing across the map here to deal some of that damage. Only 6 Lings, bear that in mind, so not too many. Right now, Elazer just has to make sure he saves his drones.
Yeah, only going for 6 Lings makes me feel like this might have been defensively minded. Looks like Elazer is going to be pulling those drones back right away. Does have his own Lings on the way, and there they go. They are going to be popping up right now, and he's just going to try to use his choke to his advantage as well. I think I remember seeing Elazer using this choke to do some insane hold recently.
Yeah, it's happened before. Oh, very nice pullback there from Elazer, saving that weakened drone. He's been losing a lot of Lings, though, unfortunately. The Queen finally comes out, and after all said and done, he loses 1 drone and 3 Lings.
Yeah, great trade from Elazer there. Very nicely done.
Oh, but Elazer doing Elazer things feels bad, man. His overlord across the map was actually caught by the Queens that came out sooner than expected because of the 14 pool, and they did get a kill on that first overlord.
You're an animal.
He likes it, puppy. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. As we see another major divergence here between the players, Elazer, he's going for his 3rd base a little bit later because of the aggression, but a 3rd nonetheless. Meanwhile, RagnaroK is staying on 2 hatcheries.
Yeah, staying on 2 hatcheries, getting a fast Evo as well. I don't think this game is going to last very long here. We see that Richmond going down behind it as well, so RagnaroK looking to set up a little bit of a timing here, and once he does see that this 3rd is on the way for Elazer, he's going to see that he's going to need to pull the trigger on it as well.
Yeah, exactly. We should be seeing, I imagine it's going to be another +1 carapace build. It's what RagnaroK was trying to pull off in game number 1 on Inside and Out, if you recall. So maybe he's going to try and bring it back here. For the time being, though, Elazer actually cutting drones very early on, mate. 23 drones is all Elazer has, and he's making nothing but Lings.
He's crazy, as we do see there. It's going to be a nice wall off here for RagnaroK, but that building very fresh, so the Lings might be able to focus that down.
Oh, exactly. You cannot transfuse these morphing in buildings, and it looks like the Evo Chamber is going to be focused down. That's a kill, not a cancel, and he's getting us surrounded on the Queens.
Yeah, right on top of the Queens, just getting that reposition as well. Some of the Lings coming out for RagnaroK perfectly timed here. He's going to be able to save the last 2 Queens, but one of those just does go down. He can look to re-wall here if he wants, but instead he's going to take a 3rd.
Oh, yeah, he is looking to take a 3rd base, but Banelings are being morphed in. Elazer is Giga all in right now. He is not looking to transition, and RagnaroK, unfortunately, he doesn't have his own Baneling nest yet. He has it on the way, but it's just halfway done.
It's such a chappy move, moving these Banelings over here into these bushes and trying to bait in the Lings. And oh, he pulls the trigger a little bit too early. Maybe those Banelings weren't on hold position, so they will be shown to RagnaroK. RagnaroK just flirting with danger here, but he is going to be able to get that wall up in time with those Queens.
Yeah, but again, it's not the most sturdy wall here. The Queens are not ideal. Banelings are going to be connecting here. More Banelings are on the way. The Queens are falling.
Yeah, a lot more Banelings on the way. This becomes very difficult for RagnaroK to control. He just wants to send forward very small amounts of Lings at once. Actually connects with his Banelings, and that's great. He's going to be able to hold here for now.
Yeah, a little bit of a blunder from Elazer, just not trading efficiently with his Banelings at all, despite having so many of them. And RagnaroK is holding. His drone count is beautiful. He's getting into roaches.
Yeah, and GG is caught as those Lings head across the map. There is just no way for Elazer to hold that. And a beautiful hold coming out from RagnaroK, and he will take the series 2-1.
GG, well played. RagnaroK was in quite a bit of danger there for a little bit, but it came down to those Baneling connections, and he is able to come out of this group in 1st place.
Did the Zerg things. I'm proud of you, RagnaroK. Good job.
Yeah, I was going to say that Ling Floods are not something you see too often, especially when you're up against a 2-base opener. So that was very, very just ballsy from RagnaroK, because obviously the wall was already on the way and in production for RagnaroK because of his opener. The Queens were a little bit misplaced, and we saw that there was a moment where he was in danger, but Elazer was the one on a bit of a timer there on Tropical Sacrifice, and yeah, just miscontrolling a little bit with his banelings, whether it's like hold positioning behind, like in the tall grass, or maybe being a little bit more careful as he did break in towards the natural. Just wasn't able to pull it off in the end.
Yeah, probably too many hotkeys. Needs to have less hotkeys.
True.
Maybe none.
Well, you're ready to play Zerg, Papi. You're ready. Oh my god.
This wouldn't have happened to Light.
Oh my god. Regardless, GG, well played. RagnaroK will make it out of this group, Group F, I believe, in first place. And now we're going to be getting ready for our third series of the night. But before we get into our third series, we are going to be going for a short break.
Cool. I need to pee. Thanks, Papi. Papi.
What's wrong with you? Yes,
Oh.
Everyone, just take this moment to get some food, get some snacks, go to the bathroom, drain your disruptors, and massage your marines, Papi.
Oh, that's a new one.
Oh my god. As we're going to be back in 5 minutes with the remainder of this group.
See you soon.